The hot under eye concealer trend everyone's talking about is supposed to make us look 20 years younger. That's the claim from famous celebrity makeup artist Scott Barnes. It's also supposed to help our concealer not crease or break down as easily and last up to 10 times longer. I was incredibly intrigued by that, but even more excited when I saw what this under eye concealer hack actually was, because I realized I had been doing a daily version of this as an under eye prep step before applying my makeup for years after I turned 40 and my under eye area became dry and more textured and more difficult to deal with in general. So I knew as soon as I saw his video, I wanted to share it with you here in case you haven't seen it on social media. It's a very, very good technique for special occasions. But if you're wanting to get that same kind of effect on a daily basis, there are a few things you need to know that we're going to talk about here. Okay, let me pull this video up and we'll watch it together.
All right, Scott Barnes pro tip here with Aquaphor hack. I'm going to take 20 years off your face with Aquaphor. Check this out. Yeah, it's magic. Anyway, I use a little bit on the neck and I use the lip balm underneath the eyes. And this makes your concealer stay 10 times longer. It doesn't get all creased up and crazy, believe it or not, and it doesn't break down the makeup. I figured this out after doing hours and hours of photo shoots and movies and music videos. How do I keep the concealer from not caking up underneath the eyes after such long wear? And this was it, Aquaphor. Normal makeup technique and everything else, but the Aquaphor just keeps everything pliable. So here it is, before and after. Tell me what you guys think.
So this hack is done with Aquaphor. He uses the Aquaphor in the tube on the neck if you're wanting to smooth things for a special event, and then applies makeup over it. And on the face, he uses Aquaphor lip balm, the one without SPF, and I'll be showing you that today under this eye. Scott Barnes is an iconic, incredibly talented, famous celebrity makeup artist, most notably known for doing J-Lo's makeup for years, and you'll notice that he specifically pointed out that he does this concealer hack for photo shoots and specific events, and it absolutely can help us look younger, and it can help our under eyes look smoother and help our concealer last longer by sort of filling in fine lines and really locking in hydration. Using Aquaphor lip balm for special occasions is great for all of that. It's just too heavy to use something like this for every day. Great for special occasions though. As we age, the skin around our eyes gets thinner and even more delicate. Cell turnover also slows down and isn't able to exfoliate on its own as easily, making us even more prone to melia from regular use of thicker occlusive emollient products like Aquaphor lip balm, which is made for the lips, which are a lot thicker than our under eye area. But you can get a similar effect on a daily basis using a balm or a stick that's made for the under eye area and that has some beneficial ingredients in it too. And since I've been under eye prepping with similar products that are made for the under eye area, I figured it might be helpful to share some of those products and how I've been using them for years now if you're interested in getting a similar effect on a daily basis. I'll show you a few that I like for this purpose, and I'll have everything listed and linked down below. You still want to apply your skincare as usual and give it time to absorb as you normally would. So I think you can see here, even though I have some lights shining on me, that I have discoloration, dark circles under my eyes, and under eye hollows or sunken areas under my eyes, and some texture. I'm almost 49, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier. So I'm swiping the Aquaphor lip balm under this eye several times, making sure to extend it past my crow's feet area because I do get some creasing there. And under this eye, I'm swiping a hydrating caffeine eye balm I found on Amazon. I think they still have this one. If not, I saw several that were similar that I'll source for you if this one's not available. This under eye concealer hack, prep step, technique, whatever you want to call it, works well if you're applying corrector under your concealer or if you're just applying concealer. Because I have discoloration under my eyes, I counterbalance with a thin layer of a peachy under eye corrector before applying my concealer. The corrector I'm using today is Bobbi Brown's Stick Corrector in Bisque, which I believe is being discontinued unfortunately, and the corrector I'm applying is Tower 28 in shade DTLA. Now Scott did set with Maybelline Super Powder in his video. I don't really like that powder. I find it pretty drying and I do have very dry under eyes. I am someone that needs to set set my under eye with powder because I crease very badly directly under my lash line. You may not need to set your under eye area and you may be fine, but I do need to set mine. My favorite flattering under eye setting powder for my dry under eyes is Pat McGrath Labs. I'm using baby pink here. Sometimes I use the shade light, which looks white, but it's really just translucent. It's very sheer and natural. I tap it on with a brush and then press it in with either the damp sponge I apply my foundation with or with a puff. Pressing it in just fuses it with my skin versus having it sit on top the way it does just dusting it on with a brush. I have an area under this eye, just this eye, that may still crease. It happens, but it does it much less when I do this versus when I don't. I wanted to pop a clip in here from around 6 hours later to show you how great both sides look. No creasing, very smooth. Well, as smooth as you can get for almost 49-year-old skin, even with making numerous expressions during this time. I also forgot to note earlier, I don't have any facial procedures, fillers, or Botox. I'm currently using at-home facial devices to see how far they'll take me, and skincare. I have an entire video on that. If you're interested, I'll have it linked down below and up in the corner. I've been enjoying that Amazon stick on a daily basis. There are some other beneficial ingredients in addition to the caffeine. My all-time favorite product for this under eye concealer hack or under eye concealer prep step, whatever we're calling it, was the Kopari Starry Eye Balm. It was a pressed coconut oil hydrating balm with caffeine that for some reason they discontinued. I still don't know why. It was fantastic and it's gone. This is a backup. The one I have downstairs is almost gone. Tula makes some really nice dedicated eye stick products that I've enjoyed. Rose Glow and Get It is what you're seeing under this eye. You can see the Rose Glow and Get It kind of brightens and gives a bit of a sheen. It helps hide fine lines and wrinkles and hydrates and firms and tightens the skin. It kind of sets down in the process, almost like a primer would. There's some really nice ingredients in here. There's also the regular Glow and Get It, which is in an aqua tube, and Gold Glow and Get It, which has a champagne hue to it. Now this is the 24-hour Power Swipe Hydrating Day and Night Eye Treatment Balm. So whereas these feel like they kind of set down a little bit, this feels more deeply hydrating. There's some extra anti-aging ingredients in here too, and some antioxidants. I kind of prefer the way this feels under my eyes a little bit better, but it doesn't have the brightening of this. You're seeing me apply the Rock Multi-Correction Eye Balm Stick under this eye. It has vitamin C and peptides and some other ingredients to help firm, brighten, and to address puffiness and to help hydrate. And you can see here what both it and the Tula Rose Glow and Get It look like under my eyes and what they look like after makeup was applied and throughout the day. And finally, another very economical option that I've also enjoyed. It's probably not my most hydrating of the bunch, but it still does a decent job. It's the Wet n Wild Cooling Hydra Depuffer for eye and face. I like it under the eyes, but don't love it on my face. It has caffeine, vitamin E, green tea oil, and hyaluronic acid. It glides on nicely, hydrates, and helps depuff, and I think it's a really nice option if you're on a budget, along with the Amazon option too. I was gonna do this video last week, but my YouTube bestie Risa put her video out, so I decided not to do it at all, and then it was still tugging at me since I did have experience with this under eye prep, and you guys had asked me how I prep under my eyes so many times, and then Risa and I were talking just in passing anyway, since hers was based on her trying it out for the first time, and since this is something I've been doing for a while and was going at it from a completely different direction, and she had kind of wished that she had addressed the fact that you probably don't want to use Aquaphor on a daily basis. I know she did a top pinned comment, but she wishes she had actually said it in her video. We kind of talked about how this is kind of like a part 2 to hers. I just decided to do it anyway. I feel like anytime you can give a different perspective, it's a good thing. I think the viral under eye concealer hack has its place for special occasions, but if you're wanting this effect on a daily basis, there are definitely options. It's absolutely doable with the right products. It's something I've been doing for years, and I'm so happy that this is out there, and hopefully I was able to share something new and helpful with you today. If I did, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up, share it with somebody that it might help, and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.